Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. It's the Ed August Astrology and Tarot Show. Hello to all of you out there. Here I am in central Arizona, and here we are on Valentine's Day. Let me think about Valentine's Day a minute with you. It goes back at least 2,000, maybe 2,300 or 400 years to the Lupercalia. And the Lupercalia was, of course, a pagan celebration since it preceded the Christianizing of the Roman Empire. And it was to Lupa, which was the name of the wolf goddess who suckled Romulus and Remus, the original traditional founders of Rome. And there is statuary, you might have seen at some point the statue. I think it's made out of bronze or something of Romulus and Remus underneath the wolf, suckled by the wolf, or suckling the wolf. And that was celebrated in the middle of February, I believe February 15th. In combination with that was a celebration for Juno, who was one of the Olympian goddesses. And Juno has much to do with beauty and love. So there's a connection we have right there. And, you know, when I look at astrology charts, I can see Juno, because Juno is one of the asteroids. It was perhaps the second or the third asteroid that was discovered in the 19th century. Well, I find that very interesting because, you know, when you look at Juno in somebody's natal chart or the transits of Juno, maybe you can see when what's happening with their love life. Now, what can we do with this wolf aspect of Valentine's Day? That's pretty severe. Well, that is actually on the 15th. So if anybody wants to, you know, worship the she-wolf or get into werewolves or wolfmen or something like that, then they have to wait the day after Valentine's Day. And that kind of makes sense to me. You know, on Valentine's Day, people are looking for love, and they find their loved ones, and then on the next day, the wolf pops up, you know. But now, where we got the love out of Valentine's Day was Chaucer, the English poet and writer who wrote a poem on, I think, King Henry II's nuptials to the princess he was going to marry. Back around 1381 or something like that. And what he said was the birds find their mates on Valentine's Day. And so I don't know if that's true or not, you know. I mean, the swallows come back to Capistrano on the same day of the year, but I doubt that, you know, all the birds find their mates on Valentine's Day. But that was a tradition. There's also a tradition that when Saint Valentine, who was one of the three saints that was by the Roman emperor back around 270 or so, that when he was in prison, he fell in love with the jailer's daughter. And so he wrote a letter to her, and he said, and at the top it said, "Here is from your Valentine," or something. Here's a letter from your Valentine. So somehow or other we got to Valentine's Day. And how Cupid got involved is anybody's guess. Cupid, of course, was the son of either Mars and Venus, or of Mercury and Venus, or Aphrodite, depending if you want to look at them as Roman or Greek, by their Roman or Greek names. And, of course, that's a symbol of love, going out there with his bow and arrow and smacking people in the butt with his arrows and making them fall in love. You know, that's as much as I can really get into it. But I hope that you've got a good Valentine's Day today. And let me go to some callers. And I'm going to be doing some tarot cards. You know, there's nothing much happening in the current planets right now that's really startling to me. The sun is in 26 degrees of Aquarius. The moon is in Libra. And Libra is one of the signs of Venus. Taurus and Libra are under Venus. Also, Mercury is in Aquarius. Venus and Mars are both in strong-minded, heavy-handed Aries, aggressive Aries. So, yeah, I can see that there could be some romance, but there also be some trouble with romance right now, too. So let me go to my first caller. I will go to the people that have been waiting the longest. And here we have someone in the 207. Hello.
Hello, my name is Dee. Hi,
Dee.
thank you for taking my call. I just want to know what the cards see for me. I don't have a particular question.
Okay, sure. I can certainly do that.
Thanks.
And as I'm thinking of Dee, would you mind telling me what area code, where that area code is, what part of the country, so I can visualize you?
It's in Maine.
Maine, all righty. Dee, I'm just visualizing you in Maine, and I'm shuffling the cards 2 times, 3 times. Dee in Maine. Now, I want to cut these cards. Where do you see me cutting the cards? Near the top, the middle, any special place?
In the middle.
It's done. And let me see here. Okay, financial generosity, givingness, a positive, something positive having to do with money. Either that, or if you're looking for money, there will be a loan or something like that, refinancing, real estate, something like that might be happening. That's because I'm getting the 6 of Pentacles. Someone is choosing between one person and another. That's another possible meaning of this card. So a choice is being made as to whether someone is worthy or not. The second card, that backs it up because the second card is judgment. So judgment shows a big decision. A big decision should be made in your life soon, having to do with, well, it could be a man, it could be a job, it could be whether you turn left or go right, But the third card gives us a clue. It's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a man who's riding onto the scene. I believe that it means that you should decide whether you wish to be generous and giving to a person in your life or whether you want to withhold that and wait and be a little skeptical and see what happens. The Judgment card is very strong. You may be judging them. There's also a chance that he may be judging you. But the end of it is good because the Knight of Wands is very positive. Knight of Wands is very gallant. It's a card actually perfect for Valentine's Day. The Knight of Wands rides in on his horse with that wand of his, in his arms. And I can pick a 4th card to see where this is going. Without knowing what direction what you're really looking for, or what kind of options we're talking about, it is hard for me to say exactly how these cards are going to work out. But be that as it may, money or favors will be coming in. If you need them, you'll get them. The judgment will be made positively for you, and the knight will be the person who can implement this and can help you with it as either a friend or business person or lover. Does that help?
Yes, and it's very intriguing. I like that.
Dee, I'm so glad. I have 4 other callers. I'd better go. Call me again. You know how to find me.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. www.edaugusts.com. And with that, let me see if I can get to this 28 area code caller. Oops, I skipped one. Hold just a second. Here's 2. Let me see. So,
hello?
Here's 248. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Yes, I'm
calling
in for a reading today.
Sure. What's your first name, please?
Shanika.
Gosh, you must be driving in a car or something like that. I'm having a hard time hearing you. But we've got...
Shanika.
Shanika, okay. And where are you calling from? Country? Hi, where are you calling from?
I'm in Georgia.
Oh, all righty, that's great. And what can I look at for you in the cards? What are you looking for right now?
I'm concerning my love life.
Let me adjust my sound level here so I can hear you better. Okay. Let's try that. Can you see something? Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Yes,
I'm just trying to adjust my sound level. I'm sorry. I just have this. The equipment I have here is not always working perfectly. So let me just question then? What's your question today?
Just concerning love. What do you think?
Just a general question then, right?
Yes.
And is it more about love?
Yes.
Alrighty. So my caller from Georgia with a question about love, shuffling them 2 times, 3 times. I can see you somewhere, like in a car or somewhere on a horse. And where should I cut these cards for you? Near the top, the middle? Where would you like?
The beginning.
The beginning. Okay, that's where that happened. Okay. Wow, that's pretty cool. You get the Hierophant, which is the Pope, which has to do with marriage very often. It has to do with the authority side of marriage, the contractual side of marriage, actually being married. The second card is the Knight of Swords, someone rushing in that wants to, maybe they want to get married, maybe they want to maybe they have a problem with the marriage right now. Because the Knight is a man, he's holding his sword aloft, he's charging in as fast as he can. Now, I could see that this might mean that you're going to get married, you're going to get a proposal, but I could also see that this could be some kind of squabble or fight or misunderstanding in a marriage. I'm not exactly sure, but the third card shows the Queen of Cups, and that shows a woman who is dating, who is thinking about whether she wants to pursue this guy or not. The star is followed. Now, I have a question. Are you dark-haired?
Yes.
Because the Queen of Cups is blonde, and the star is blonde, and my first question, my suspicion is that maybe something's going on here that involves a third person. Are you a little bit worried about your partner or your lover that maybe something else might be going on?
No, not really worried. I recently just started a relationship. It's with a woman, though.
You started a relationship with a woman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains, I guess, the 2 cards that have women on them. In that case, the Knight of Swords is just symbolic of something happening very fast, something happening very rapidly. So, just so this new friendship or relationship with women is not going to threaten an existing partnership or marriage or anything like that. Are you not married right now?
No, I'm not married. I've been divorced now for like 4 years now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it looks like the energy is pretty positive, and that eventually, I'm picking up also the 10 of Pentacles, which is a family card, people living together. You may get to the point where you feel that she's enough of a friend and companion that you may feel pulled a little closer, and you may even, start living together or something. So, yeah, the Hierophant is a wonderful partnership. You see what I mean? So it's a wonderful partnership. It could lead to a long-term live-in relationship. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Great. Well, I wish you the best with that. I wish you the best, and have a great day there in Georgia. I got to move right along.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see here. You're so welcome. So let's see. So if that was the 248. Okay. Now I can get to the 9. Oops. Boy, I keep messing up here. I keep pushing the wrong buttons. Here we are. You've been holding the longest, and you're in the 917 area code. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Can I have your first name, please?
Mario. And
Mario?
From New York City. Yeah.
Oh, all righty. Mario, and from New York City. That's great. And what is your question for me today?
My question is just about love. Today's Valentine's Day, and I don't have a date. So I'm just trying to see if it's going to change anytime soon.
Oh, all righty. So basically you're looking for someone, right? You're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you see somebody coming my way, yeah.
New York City. Mm-hmm. be glad to look at this. Let me see. That's 2. That's 3 shuffles. Oh, yeah. I want to cut these cards. Should I cut them near the top or third of the way down or in the middle? Where can I cut these cards for you?
Middle.
Okay. Here we go. And what I see is... okay. Wow. The thing that's coming up has to do something with finances. The thing that's actually coming up is the 4 of Pentacles, holding on to something. Now, holding on to your money is very important. It might also be that there is someone in your life on some level, or someone that you've been with that maybe you should get back with. The next card is the 7 of Wands, where someone is resisting. They're resisting becoming involved. I think that I see your sadness. The sadness is that you're just not able at this time, or possibly during the last year or two, to hit it off in a positive way in a relationship with these cards. The third card is the 5 of Cups, where a person is looking very sad because 3 of the cups have been spilled, which means that you feel you've gone through a lot of trouble, you've gone through relationships, and for some reason it's just not happening. Also, people moving away. Something here about the 8 of Wands showing travel and movement. You may have moved from a place where you had more friends and the possibility of lovers. So the Knight of Pentacles comes up next. The Knight of Pentacles is a man who is really putting a lot of work into getting what he's paying his full attention to that. You've got to pay more attention to your relationships then, and less to work situations and career, going out more, getting online more, and that will lead to the Sun. The Sun is a positive card showing that your love life will improve greatly as we approach spring and summer, because it's definitely a summer card. It's a sign of Leo. It's a sign of the flowers and plants in bloom and everything. So I think we have to go beyond the winter and the spring, and then things will really look up for you. I think you're just going to be at the right place at the right time, and you will find that that lover that you're looking for. So I'm afraid that's all I see right now. So Mario, thank you for your phone call.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate your help.
My pleasure. Okay, bye now. Which I think takes us to 6, 7, 8. Hi, I've got 2 numbers here, 6, 7, 8. Are you there?
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Hi, Ed.
Good.
Good, great.
Hi.
Ed,
I'm sorry.
I have a few questions running through my mind, but I'm not going to ask. Okay. I'm just let you see what you what you pick up. My name is Maddie.
You want a Valentine's Day reading, don't you? You want a nice general Valentine's Day reading, so you don't ask me a specific question. You just want to have a general question. All right. Well, I'll be glad to do that.
Yeah.
You're from somewhere in the southeast, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm here in Atlanta. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, also.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
My name is Maddie.
2 for 1.
Yes.
So let me see. So there are 2 ladies there, huh? 2 ladies?
2 ladies where?
Oh, I thought maybe that there was. I had 2 phone calls from the same area code. I thought maybe you were friends.
Oh no! Oh, 2 ladies.
Okay.
There. Oh yeah, the other lady. I don't know who she is. I have no clue.
Okay. Okay, Atlanta. Here we go. I am going to cut these cards. Well, I want you to cut the cards. What? Where do you see me cutting them? Near the top, third of the way down, half the way down? Where would you like?
In the middle.
You know that's the most popular place in the world to cut the cards. It's right in the middle. So let's see what's going on here. No, that's great. Clue. That's great. Mm-hmm. So I've got a series of cards here. A series of cards. the cards are saying that you're getting over a conquest or a disruption of some kind. There's been some breakups. There's been something. A man has been deceptive, deceiving to you. You may be out of love right now, and you may be broken up right now. But the second card shows a happy homecoming. Now, that might mean that this bum is coming back into your life. It might be that you're going to be experiencing a man who you had a fight with return again, and then it's giving you it's asking you, are you going to be honest to him, be giving to him? Are you going to give him a second chance? And believe it or not, the cards say yes. If this man that you had a fight with comes back into your life, maybe he's reformed. You can have a new start with him, and after all, the Wheel of Fortune is at play, which means that people that were at the bottom end up on the top. The people who are on the top end up on the bottom. So, maybe he's lost something in life. Maybe things didn't work out for him, and he's going to come back to you. In that case, there's going to be happiness because the sun, again, shows a lot of happiness for you later this year, not February. Not March, maybe not April, but certainly by May or June. So you can look forward to something really good happening with him. But I'm a little bit put off. Do you know who this guy is, who you had a fight with, who might come back?
No, I have not had a fight with anyone. That's what I'm confused.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay.
I know someone who...
Well, now that's a real puzzle.
I know someone who may have... Honey? Hello?
Who has
I know someone who may have an interest, but not a fight, no. I have a friend who may have it. I'm not sure, but...
an interest. Okay. Well,
yeah.
The prospects for your love life, which are so important on Valentine's Day, look positive to me right now. And the other possibility for this first card, which kind of puzzles me, Five of Swords, is that you may take a lover away from someone. You may get someone back, or you may get someone into your life who is breaking up with someone else. If that happens, you will be very successful at it. You have a lot of magnetism and charm and charisma.
I have a lot of charisma and charm. Yeah, I think so. Well, I think so. I've been told that.
Yes, of course. And
I'm very kind. I'm a very kind person, yes.
Well, kind. That over.
Honey? Hello? Hello?
Hi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
You fade away. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what I did. I have a control here that, I don't know what I'm doing with the sound system today. It's always a little bit rough. So look, I just feel that things are going to get more and more positive for you, and that, if there has been some rough spots, which would be the Five of Swords, that's going away. That person's, out of your life. There's, I guess the happy homecoming could be you coming back to yourself, you getting more self-confidence, going out more.
Yeah. I feel that.
Going out with some friends. You need to build up. You need to build up, of self-confidence, and then this will all happen for you. Well, why don't you drop me a line, and I'll look at your astrology. My website is www.edaugusts, like the month of August with an S on the end, .com.
Okay.
And glad to talk to you anytime, and call back. And with that, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ed.
You're so welcome.
Nice message.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Pleasure. Bye. And what's happening is this is sitting and spinning. Let me see what I can do. Oh, my goodness. You know what? This happens about once every 2 or 3 weeks, is that the switchboard freezes up and that I'm not able to get to the next call. For example, I'm going to try to get to my other 678 caller. Hello? Anybody there? Hello, 678. Well, Doesn't that beat everything? Let's see. How about my 917? Hello, 917. Are you there? Hello, 917. This is a pain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cards back together again. And caller at the 678 with and the next number starts with a 4. I'm going to do the cards for you right now. No, that's okay. That's okay. I'm being offered to use another screen with somebody, but I hope I still have listeners out there. So for that 678 caller that I have not gotten to yet, let me just do these cards for you. Remember, it's Valentine's Day. I want you to have a great day. Justice, the courts, holy smokes, okay. Okay, you have the best cards yet because it starts with justice and going away. This is definitely some breakup or something. Maybe someone has left your life, or maybe you're going to leave somebody else on account of a divorce or a misunderstanding. The third card is the Lovers. The Lovers are coming to you. The world is coming to you. You will definitely be able to replace that which you have lost. There's no love lost with this person that you used to be going with, but the Lovers brings it all back. Now, the question is this the same guy, or is this somebody new? Well, the next card is the World, so it means someone else, someone from a different background that reaches out to you, or that you reach out to, will be the man. So you're going to have a much better year in terms of love than you have up till now. Now I'm going to go to the 917 caller, and I'm so sorry. I am trying to flip the dials here, and it's just not booting. It's just not happening. I'm not able to have a one-on-one with you because of some kind of breakdown. But that's not going to stop me from doing the cards for you. And let me see. I'm going to cut them at random. I'm going to cut them a third of the way down. Looking for Valentine's Day stuff. You haven't been doing enough, and things are not happening like the way you want. That's the 4 of Swords. But the 7 of Cups means you just have to make a decision. You have to make a decision on where to go. It can't be a foolish decision. You must not go after something that you have a 90% chance you're going to lose. But the Page of Cups shows fun, games, pleasures, socializing, going out with someone, a younger person perhaps. The Page of Cups is more naive, a little bit younger, perhaps a few years younger than you are. And that is coming, followed by the 2 of Cups. This new person that you're going to be going out with, that you're going to meet soon, you're going to have a great relationship with, and you'll be able to make a partnership or deal, some kind of